fall, I went to high school in Hutchinson, Kansas. One of my brothers, Chuck, had left the church, and when he was 15 and I was beginning to wonder. I used to hear him talk to my older brother, Howard, and they were kind of down on the church, but Howard came back to the church. I was going to the public high school in Hutchinson and decided to find out and study it. As I got into athletics, I met a lot of nice kids, but we all went to different churches. I planned to listen and see what I could learn. The first class I went to the teacher, I went to a fellow that made the statement one day in class, there's over 350 different Christian religions in the United States. I said to myself, they can't all be right. With that conclusion, I went to the next semester and I took a course in history since the time of Christ, taught by a Southern Baptist lady. I felt I could learn something in that class, as that lady was an excellent history teacher, and she was also very clever. 10 minutes before the bell would ring each day, she would ask us true and false questions on the pretense that she wanted us to learn our history real well, and we'd have to answer true or false. One day she said, true or false. The principles of the Catholic Church are taught the same today as they were when Christ and the apostles set it up. I thought that was a bold statement, but it was the answer I wanted. There was a bunch of DeMolay boys in the class, and they all said, no, that's not true. That can't be true. She let them all get their nays in and then said, that is true. I got my degree in college degree in New Testament history, and I took my master's, wrote my thesis, took my doctorate, and gave my thesis, which is almost finished. I've read over 1,000 hours of New Testament history, and there isn't a history book written which will refute that statement. I never wanted to hug a teacher so much in my life as I did her, because she cinched my course that I was going to take on religion for the rest of my life. I had to use this one time when I was working for Iowa State University. The farmers in a Protestant state would gang up on you sometimes. One day I was at a farmer's place and the neighbors were there, and they had a big discussion. They jumped on me about being a Catholic. I asked them if they wanted to know why I joined the Catholic Church, and I told them this story. I said, maybe you read more history than my teacher has, and if you have, I'll listen to you. But they all said, God, no, we never studied history like that, and all walked away.